Hey guys, in this video I want to tell you all about the things I learned my first month as a New York State realtor. Hey guys, my name is Magaly. I am a New York State realtor and I want to talk to you today about open houses and their importance. If you're a new realtor, I highly recommend going to as many open houses as you can. Only because you're going to gain a wealth of knowledge that you're never going to understand without having going to any open houses. The first open house I went to, I was very nervous going in, and looking back, looking at the house I had gone to, not to say that that makes a difference, but it's not like $1 million home. It was just your run-of-the-mill suburban home here in Suffolk County, and yeah, I was scared. I had to take a deep breath and head in, and after that it was no big deal. I walked in and out of those open houses like I thought who I was. There were so many people waiting in line at some of the houses. Others had nobody there. Didn't even look like there was an open house. But these are some of my biggest takeaways from attending all these open houses. So whether you're going to them or whether you're hosting them, here are some of my key tips. 1, if your seller allows you to have signage, by all means, utilize that ability. Get signs out. You have property to sell and you want people to see it. One of the things that really bothered me was sometimes I'd pull up to a house and I didn't know if this was the right address because there was nothing going on. Not a sign, not an open door. Sometimes there was not even a car in the driveway. I just got out, walked up and knocked, and somebody'd open the door and say, "Oh, come on in." It was like, "Oh, okay, is this really the house?" Because I don't know. It didn't seem very welcoming, and I think that is a key part in having an open house, is that you want people to feel welcome, because you want people to feel welcome in what may be their own home. Another key takeaway is the smell. Oh, some of these houses, going into them, it was tough. I mean, and granted, you're not going to be able to get the smell out by the time you have the open house, but open some windows, light some candles, do something to mask the smell. Now, I know you can't do a lot about how the house smells. I mean, because there are some people who have a ton of cats. There are some people who chain smoke, and really there's nothing that you could do to get all of that smell out. But if you can at least get a window open or the doors open, some sort of flow. And if you know this when you're showing the house, get to the house at least an hour beforehand and get the windows open, get a fan going, get some circulation, because you're selling that property, and the first thing that people are going to notice when they walk in is, "Oh my God, it smells in here." And they're maybe not even going to tour the whole house. They may just leave because it smells so bad. You got to think about this when you are hosting an open house. Please, for your own good and for the noses everywhere that are going to go walking into that house. Thank you. One of the things that I was not anticipating enjoying as much as I did going into all these open houses was some of the furniture pieces. Oh my gosh, these people are not shopping at IKEA or Target. They are making their own pieces and polishing up old pieces and making it their own, and it's just absolutely stunning. There was one piece, and I wish I'd taken a picture of it because it was breathtaking. This person had painted this dresser, and they made it like teal with brown, and it was just It was absolutely gorgeous, and I wish I took a picture to show you, but I did not. Along with the furniture comes all the history of the house. You could tell some of these houses, they have been lived in by the same family for 20, 30, 40 plus years. And the history inside is just unbelievable. And people leaving their pictures up on the wall, while personally is not the best when showing a house, but some people are still living there, so they don't take all of their personal photos down. But I really got a kick out of seeing some of these pictures. Some of these pictures are really, really old, and they just, it was like walking through a museum, really, and that's basically what it was. Some of the houses had some unbelievable pictures. Another thing I didn't expect when going to some of these open houses was not all houses are the same. I went to about 100 open houses in 1 month, and I can tell you I did not see two the same. And I even went to open houses that had multiple on the same block or within the same like 2 block radius. And they were all so different. Some were like literally fun houses. One house I walked in, I thought it was like the Willy Wonka tour because there were so many rooms and you duck down here and you go through here, and it was a lot of fun. And I have some of the highlights posted on my TikTok if you are so inclined to go check that out. The other one of my questions is going to some of these open houses and some of these things that these people had, which like, I want to meet them and go, what do you do for a living? Or where are you going? Like, I want to know. I'm nosy. Where are you going? You have this gorgeous, gorgeous home. It checks all the boxes. It is an entertainer's dream. You have a huge gazebo outside. You're on a huge plot of land. You have a gorgeous built-in pool with a waterfall and a slide, and you have a basketball court, and you have a full finished basement and 5 bathrooms. And where are you going that's going to top this? Or are you just downsizing because you're tired of taking care of the size of this house? I don't know, but I would love to find out. Yeah, some of these houses are just crazy. Or just meet the construction people, developer who built these houses, because they're just, some of them are so fun to go through. So let's get back to some key points when you're hosting an open house. And this is truly coming from a spectator's eyes, because I went to about 100 open houses in 1 month. And I can tell you that while they're very similar, I had very different experiences in all of them. There are some agents who, they're just waiting for that closing day. They don't even care who buys the house. They don't care who comes to see it. Just write me the commission check and I'll keep it moving. And then there are some who truly love their job and would take me around on a personal guided tour, knowing full well I'm a real estate agent who doesn't have a buyer for this exact house. I'm just looking at the inventory and wanted to see this house. And they know that, and they still take me around, show me everything, because you know what? It's a potential sale. Just because I don't have a buyer at that moment doesn't mean I'm not going to have a buyer tomorrow. So if you're hosting an open house and somebody walks in, you have the time, show them around. Show them the key points of the house. Is it solar panels? When was the heating done? When was the air conditioner replaced? How old are the appliances? Any information you can give anybody who walks in that house is going to be beneficial. And then there are some agents who just sit there and go, all right, take a look around. I'm here if you have any questions. Like, okay, thanks. And I was like, okay, and just keep moving and walking around, and that was about it. And had I not been challenged to push myself to see as many open houses as I did in my first month, I don't think I would have this knowledge of the benefits of a good open house. So, and make sure you have information readily available for your house you're showing. Everything from the taxes, the school district, the size of the land, the square footage of the house, anything and everything you feel is important, get it on there. When garbage takeout is, anything that will increase the potential of you selling that house, get that information on there and make sure everybody who walks through there gets one. So this concludes my video on open houses. I went to close to 100, if not 100, in my first month as a real estate agent, and I gained an incredible amount of wisdom just by going to open houses, and I never would have thought I would have gotten this much knowledge just by attending all these different open houses. I gained information on different properties, different zoning areas. I gained information on how certain trees can't get knocked down, which I didn't even know that was even a thing. I thought once you bought the property, you could take down those trees, but certain places, they're protected. I learned so much about the ability to host a good open house versus just opening the door and letting people in. And had I not been challenged to push myself to see as many open houses as I did in my first month, I don't think I would have this knowledge of the benefits of a good open house. So that's it. That's all my video for today. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.